Hi there, this is Gary Kent with Keller Williams, and I'm going to talk about my SeniorMOVE Solution, or how I work with seniors to help them sell their homes. All right, welcome back. So it's Gary Kent with Keller Williams talking about my SeniorMOVE Solution. So first of all, let me tell you, I became a SeniorMOVE expert really by accident. So it just happened this way that I started to work with a lot of seniors selling their homes, started to get a good idea of what they needed, really learned a lot. And let me actually tell you a couple of stories. First is the story of Frances. So I sold Frances's home. Her situation was she had two daughters, which was very fortunate for her. They were helping out. She didn't know where she wanted to move to, and I had a free senior housing advisor that helped Frances find the right home for her. And then the question is fixing the house. So there was a lot of thoughts of, we need to fix this area. There's been some damage. And in my opinion, I said, you know what? It's best if you just don't even touch it. Let's go ahead and sell with the house being sold as is, which is what we did. So we fully marketed the home. We had a few offers and sold it over list price. The family was thrilled. Frances moved. It just worked out perfectly. Let me tell you another story. This is about Ed and Mary. So Ed and Mary did not have any family at all. They had found a home to move to on their own, and there was a deadline. They needed to have the money from their home in order to move to this retirement community. Otherwise, they would have lost this one home that they had reserved. So they needed a quick close of escrow, really needed a cash buyer. So I had that. They also sold their house as is because that was very important to them. And another thing is they had accumulated a lot of stuff over the years. And so I was able to get the buyer to say, just leave your stuff, I'll deal with it, take what you want, I'll get rid of the rest of it. And really, they were a happy couple when it closed. And so that worked out well for them. So that's a couple of stories of things that we've done. So let's talk about some of the unique ways specifically that I help seniors. So first of all, my goal is to take off your plate as much as possible, whether you are the senior yourself or maybe you're the child of the senior. And another thing is to go at your pace, whether that's fast, slow, or in between. Because I have found that a lot of my senior clients, they don't want to go and have it move quickly, kind of want to have it go at a relaxed pace. That's fine. Occasionally I have a senior like Ed and Mary who need to move quickly, and we can do that too. I also always discuss the different options. Sometimes that means staying and not selling your home. Other times it means selling. Occasionally it means renting the house. Usually not, but that does happen. And then where to move to. Many of my senior clients already know. Others really do not know where to move to. The good news is I have a senior housing expert that I work with, and she knows all of the different senior options, running the gamut from a active home to memory care to whatever someone needs. And the great news is it's a free service. There is no charge for this. She will even drive my senior clients to different homes to help them choose. Another thing is I try to involve family whenever possible. Occasionally I have a senior that doesn't want to involve family, but that's really my preference because I want the family to know that mom or dad, or maybe it's mom and dad, are not being pushed in anything that they don't want to do. So that is my preference. And then another key thing, I don't like to bring it up, but we want to make sure that the senior is really, using the legal term, competent enough to make their own decisions. If not, then we have to figure that out. And then we also talk about what's most important. Is it getting the highest price? Is it moving as quickly as possible? Is it having an easy sale? A lot of the time it's all three, but we just figure out, what is the priority? What do we need to do to help you accomplish your goals? So my options typically are a normal sale, and that's always my first recommendation, just a normal sale, We also have the option, which is what we did with Ed and Mary, where I had someone who was looking for a home that needed to be fixed up. So we sold it. That was very easy. We got a little bit under market value. My client knew that, accepted it. That was kind of a trade-off. So that's why I usually recommend a normal sale unless it's extenuating circumstances. Another option is a sell and lease back. So I do have an organization I work with that will buy a home and will lease it back for as long as the person needs. And so that has worked out well. Now then, regarding possessions, that's always a big deal. So here are some of the options, keeping various items, giving other items to family, then selling or donating other items, disposing of those items that don't really have much value, and we can handle all of that for you. By the way, I have a great estate sale person. I have a great, very high-end person that can deal with, collectibles and things like that. Let's talk about taxes. So I'm not a tax advisor. I cannot advise you on taxes. However, I am very familiar with capital gains taxes and various related tax laws. So I can give you some information, but whatever I tell you, I need to say verify with your tax professional. But I will tell you, very often it's good news. I've had many clients that have thought they would have to pay a huge amount in taxes, but I was able to tell them, subject to verification, that there was little or no tax burden. The next thing is I try to tailor everything to your needs and comfort level. So that's really kind of a summary of my SeniorMOVE solution. It's really taking all these things and having an expert, I'm going to say I'm an expert in this topic because I've done it for hundreds of seniors, having an expert coordinate it and handle it for you. And how do you reach me? Call or text 858-457-KENT, and that is 858-457-5368. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you again. Bye for now.